Broadcasting from Manhattan Beach and the World Wide Web, you're listening to CHSR, HealthyLife.net.
As a service to our listeners, this program is for general information and entertainment purposes only. CHSR HealthyLife.net does not recommend, endorse, or object to the views, products, or topics expressed or discussed by show hosts or their guests. We suggest you always consult with your own personal, medical, financial, or legal advisor.
Hello, I'm Ralph White, and we're Consulting to Win Radio, and we're here to coach you in the game of business. We define business and winning in business as results that you can be accountable for. And we're here to help you in experiencing what it's like to work with business coaches. I'm here with Mary Mullenhoff and myself. We're both business coaches with Possibilities Unlimited. That's our company. And we're here to train you and develop you into being magnificent entrepreneurs and making lots of money in your business. We want to support you in making whatever result you want to have happen in your business happen in a rapid time period. So we want to support you in that and invite you to work with us on an ongoing basis as we coach people. And you can experience that coaching by calling in during our shows. Our call-in number is 800-555-5453. So as we work with our guests, we want you to participate in the conversation and participate in the coaching. So we have today with us a guest. His name is Dr. Daniel Sadiq, and Dr. Sadiq is the founder of the Wheel of Wellbeing. He's been working with us in his center, and we've been coaching him. And Dr. Daniel, how are you today?
Hello, Ralph. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. It's a pleasure to have you on the show. Really is an honor to have you and your center on the show, and we want to really introduce your program, and you're about well-being, and we want to talk today about the business of well-being, because I really feel that people in business often ignore their well-being. And I like working with you because you're committed to health, well-being, spirit, mind, body, and I feel that that's an integral part of working with people. And I think that you're providing an outstanding element, for people that's essential for their success. And I really admire that, and I'm delighted to have you with us today. And Mary also is here with us. So I'm interested.
Hi, Dr. Sadiq.
Yeah.
Hello, Mary Ann.
Yes.
It's a pleasure to be with you.
Yes.
And Ralph.
Yeah. So we're going to talk today about the combination of well-being and business. And I'm interested in your vision for this wheel of well-being. I'm always intrigued with, how did you come up with the wheel of well-being?
Well, in our lives, we need to find some sort of a balance, some sort of alignment with what life has given to us. Since birth, we are given so many ways of being, education, traits, marks by our parenting or by our immediate family. And all of these affect us in ways that sometimes they don't induce the best possibilities in the way we handle our daily activities. The wheel is round and it has no edges. In our rotation in life and moving forward, we need to have that edgeless, round way of moving forward. And the wheel is a symbol of rotation and being able to flow and just move on in life.
Very interesting. So there's no beginning, no end, and constant flow.
That's right.
Very good. Interesting. So how do you see that your center contributes to the business owners? And we work with businesses, and I know that you're very committed to the health and well-being of business owners. How does the center contribute to business owners?
Well, it is interesting that my background is business. I was in private business for over 26 years, and coming from that aspect of my experience, I was noticing that how, as a businessman, and I owned my own businesses, there was never a support system that I could go to and find this place of balance. Sometimes the pressures of work were so much that I, ended up kind of right now as a psychologist looking back as acting out or, doing things that did not induce my best interest. And those are all reactions to the pressures of work, performance, being able to come up with the delivery dates, due dates, that we do on a daily basis in our workplace that it's not necessarily easy jobs. We have a lot of dealing with this stress was something that I was always trying to find what would be the best way of. And as my education and my experience drove me to the field of psychotherapy, I realized that having a center that deals with all of the stressors in life would be an inducive place for a business owner to enjoy a place that they're being understood, they're being taken care of, and they're being promoted in a better direction of what otherwise would have happened without this cushioning, without this place of comfort.
Very interesting, because I've seen that your business is actually a reflection of you. I see that what you develop in your business and the success of your business is really tied to your health and well-being. If you're in a good condition, if you're taking care of yourself, your business tends to be healthier, more successful. If your energy is low, if you're diverted into other areas, your business tends to have problems. There seems to be a correlation between that. So.
Definitely.
And I see that what people do is they have business problems. The first thing they drop out is they drop out going to the gym. They drop out taking care of themselves, and the problems seem to get worse. And so, having a place that you're, like your center, that you're committed to going to, that offers different services and what have you, to where if I coach people when I see that they're starting to get stressed. Put your exercise. One of the first things I ask them, did you drop out your exercise? And they'll say yes. Did you drop out walking? Did you drop out, eating right? And they'll invariably say yes. I'm off my eating plan. I'm not taking care of myself. And I emphasize that taking care of yourself, you're the performer. You're the result producer. If you're not in shape, you're not going to produce maximum results. You're not going to have the same level of performance, out of yourself as you will if you're in shape.
And interesting enough, the explanation you gave about how people stop going to the gym or taking care of their nutritional values or not just paying attention to their well-being, it's an indication of stress again, anxiety, depression, and feelings that are, stopping a person from doing that. And that may not be consciously happening, but it's what's happening underlying. And if it's not taken care of, it will end up in being a situation that they lose their business because they cannot concentrate and they cannot focus on what's at hand.
Dr. Sadiq, I have a question. What are some physical or even just, I'll call them benchmarks, but things that business owners should look out for, either in themselves or their employees, when it's important for, a little, let's call it intervention to happen, where you say, hey, this might be a good time for you to go visit somebody like the Wheel of Wellbeing?
Great question. Yes, the indications come in pretty much a feeling of agitation, being fatigued often, not being able to concentrate, focus on what is in front of them and taking care of at the time. Also, it could affect eating habits, either overeating or not eating enough, lack of sleep. Sometimes the opposite of it, is true, also oversleeping. sex drive, that's a big factor. Sometimes, everything could be over or under. So we're really looking into habits and what we are developing from our normal self when it gets aggravated or when it gets reduced. This is the best indication to find out something is happening, and I would like to bring myself to my equilibrium, my balance.
And what's a good way for, say, a business owner to, they address this with an employee? Like, what would be a good way to say, okay, this guy's got like at least 2 or 3 of these that are visible at work. He needs help. How would you approach him?
Well, as an employer, I guess the best possibility is providing employees with a program in a place like ours in Wheel of Wellbeing, that this will give them that freedom to go to on a regular basis. Once we see that employees are going through some things in their lives, if we can provide them with this service through a employee assistant program or something that a company can provide for employees, or even certificates, they can just then attend to seminars or some of these retreat forms in the center, and this is how they can get that help and the assessment before it ends up in a higher degree of cessation from their activities.
So you have a lot of different modalities that you work with, and so you have a lot of different approaches. So you really have a lot of ways of supporting people. How do you determine what approach to take with someone?
Well, there would be a first meeting with the person, and based upon the assessment of what's going on in this person's life at the time, that would be the first indication. Second would be a medical exam of finding out if there are any medical causes to what's happening. And then third is formulating a program that would involve a few of the modalities that we practice that would be the best helpful and inducive to the well-being of this person that's in front of us. Everything that we do is customized. We are not generalizing something for everyone. Every person has a different attitude, different place of coming from, different place of being, and considering all of this is what makes a program for this special person who's sitting in front of us. So I'm not really approving of having a general program for everyone.
Excellent. So it's customized.
Correct.
Now, I like where Mary was talking about the employees. How can I identify employees that have challenges? There's a difference between employees saying I'm overworked and overstressed, and to not do to get out of doing work, and then there's people that really are overworked and overstressed. What are some of the signs that I should be looking for as an employer that I am pressing people too hard?
Well, there are few basic things. The attendance of an employee, I guess, it's one of the first things that an employer can notice, because the boundaries of a workplace are first indicated by the working hours, and that is the first place to notice that. The second place is the performance. If we see there is a slacking off of a work requirement from an employee, that's a second person. And the third person is their relationship with their colleagues and co-workers, and how we can really hear other colleagues are talking about this person according to their relationships.
Is showing up late, does that have any bearing on that?
Definitely. That's the first thing that I was mentioning. The time that a person comes in and and leaves also. The time that they show up is really an indication of where they are in life. Are they attentive to what they are planned to do, or there is something in their lives that is stopping them from making the commitments to what they're doing. So time is a pretty good indication of what we can expect from an employee.
Do you ever come into companies and do assessments in the companies to where you can evaluate for the companies, the condition of their staff?
The first step in doing that is having an agreement with the human resources or the employee assistance programs of a company, or if they don't have such a section in their organizations, with the principals of the company, to formulate again a specific program for this company. Every company has different setups, although they all work in a similar model, which is generating income, but the attitudes of the directors of the company also are different, and that will drive a different kind of a workforce. And just understanding all of that is our first step. First, we come in and we meet with the directors to find out what is it that they want to accomplish and how they really want to be involved with helping their employees. The second step is that we come up with certain training programs that would be generally giving guidelines of healthcare and well-being, which is pretty much, that is something that everyone can use, how to better their life. And then third would be specifically designing something with any particular employee in mind and working with that person on an individual basis if it's needed.
Excellent. It seemed to me like, as an employer, that just that attention alone to the employees, just that, giving them that kind of personal attention would have their productivity go up. Showing that you care, showing that we're willing to put in those kinds of programs. And anytime that I implemented, training or development, or showed the employees that I was going to give them some special attention, productivity went up. Something happened, and they worked. They produced more. And I would think that just calling you in, showing that we care, especially in today's situation where people are very concerned about losing their jobs, to bring you in and have that kind of assessment, would make a very good point with the employees. So I think that would be a good thing for a company to do.
Well, you're absolutely right about the timing. Right now we are at the time of our economy that is kind of unprecedented in the last maybe 100 years. So we are facing a lot of challenges in the marketplace, and employees in general are suffering. And this is the best time that a good employer is showing the care for employees and making the employees feel that they are being cared for, they're being taken care of, and just that, as you said, that by itself will increase productivity, let alone all of the programs that we provide and all of the coaching and therapy that we implement into, taking care of these employees is going to be something valuable for them, since their relationships, not only with their workplace changes, the relationships with their household, with their spouses, with their children, with their parents, all of these are being affected, and this is a time that everybody in our society can use some more of relaxation techniques, some more of, grounding techniques, that we are not just alone in this world and we are not just, in danger every moment. Just finding some sense of security and safety, understanding that, there is some bounding between, employer and employee and other people. Just feeling connected, that's very valuable.
That would lead to more well-being, more sense of well-being in the company. I see more companies having a concern about that, actually paying attention to that now than in the past, recognizing the value of that. So we're going to take a break here, and when we come back from the break, Dr. Daniel is going to give us some input on how to blend ancient wisdom and modern medicine. So he's going to give us some insight on that, and I'm anxious to hear about it. So please stay tuned.
Do you own your own business? What would happen if your computer system crashed? would you be able to recover in a reasonable amount of time? Left Brain Tech's computer services caters to business owners who want reliable computer systems that work and are backed up in case of emergency. For your entire computer needs, call 888-239-2216 or visit leftbraintechs.com. IT solutions done right with Left Brain Techs. That's 888-239-2216 or leftbraintechs.com.
Bring your company's website's visual presence to a new level with customized, cutting-edge site solutions. LandauDesign.com can maximize the productivity of your website. They'll analyze everything you have and then creatively design a customized plan for your website that includes search engine optimization, online marketing, easy content management, and measurable results. LandauDesign.com can boost your web presence so that you can draw more customers to your site and keep their attention, so they stay on your site longer. For more information, call 310-374-0670. That's 310-374-0670 or visit online at LandauDesign.com. Put a little light in your life and keep it shining with Intellectric.net, a full-service lighting design company. If you need a top electrical contracting firm to deal with all facets of electrical, from concept to completion, including repair, call Intellectric.net at 310-838-5486. They can use green technology. They are home automation specialists and they are high-end residential specialists. With prompt and efficient service, Intellectric.net has over 10 trucks, 28 employees, and on-call electricians available to handle your needs. Educated in state-of-the-art techniques and technology for all your electrical needs. Call dependable, innovative Intellectric.net today at 310-838-5486. Keep your light shining. Call 310-838-5486 or visit online at Intellectric.net.
HealthyLife.net for healthy side effects.
All right, welcome back, and we're here with Ralph White and Mary Mullenhoff, the coaches at Consulting to Win Radio, and our guest today is Dr. Daniel Sadiq from the Wheel of Wellbeing, and we're talking about the Business of Wellbeing, and as I promised before, Dr. Daniel is going to talk about ancient wisdom and modern medicine. So, Dr. Daniel, how do you combine ancient wisdom and modern medicine? That sounds like two opposites.
That's right. If we can go back to history, in the last 5 centuries, humanity has evolved towards science more than ever. We have made so many inventions and we have created so many different powers to energize our world and to produce new commodities. And within this last 5 or 6 centuries, what has happened is somehow we have lost some of the touch that we've had in the past with ourselves, with that divine energy that is innate in all of us. We're born with it and we depart with it. So connecting mind, body, and spirit seems very natural to me, at least, because it's all talking about the same wheel. It's about the same circles, about the same concept. How we are bringing this together is using the science that we have developed in the last 5 or 6 centuries and connecting it with what has been ours for thousands of years, at least, that we have history of. Chinese medicine, Indian medicine, Persian medicine, all of this ancient wisdom that has been working for thousands of years is still available, but we haven't been really using them. Now, science and modern medicine is validating a lot of these old philosophies. For example, acupuncture. It's a very effective and painless form of healthcare, and it has been evolved to a complete holistic medical system in the past maybe 20 years or less even. And at the core of this ancient medicine is the philosophy of qi, which is a vital energy, and it's flowing throughout the body. A person's health is always influenced by the flow of qi and the quantity and the balance of it in our body. And the normal physical and emotional traumas that happen in life, what happens to you and I every day through accidents, through crisis, through natural elements of life. This is stopping or blocking the flow of energy. So how we are scientifically promoting this flow is what we are focusing in this center. Our medical model includes all of the screenings and all of the ways that in a medical sense we are forecasting what is going to happen to this person if a situation is not taken care of. Meanwhile, we're using all of our possibilities, not only medication. We have a lot of healing power in our bodies that naturally ours. All of the minerals that we can find, in nature are being made in our body. So if we can just provide that connection into our body to heal itself, this is the way that we're calling connecting the old wisdom, because in old wisdom we were able to rely on our own body and mind to take care of a lot of situations. With the help of medicine, we are able to bridge that painful process with much less pain, and that's how we connect them.
Very interesting. I once was in a seminar where someone put the thought out that new thought is actually ancient wisdom with new packaging. For marketing purposes, and when you actually look at it, someone was making some quotes, and I was listening to the quotes, and they sounded very new thought in nature, and then they said, well, they were from Aristotle, and they named off some other people that were thousands of years ago. So your point is well taken, that the wisdom is there. The wisdom is just there and available to us, and we've been using it all our lives for centuries. So and in your center, I having been to your center, and very much, it's a beautiful place, and it's very restful. And I experienced your sound acupuncture, which I found to be very interesting and very restful. I mean, you have a lot of different modalities and a lot of different things that are available. What are some of the other modalities that are available there? That if our listeners were interested, give them a sense of. I hear that there's modern medicine, there's acupuncture. What else could I avail myself of at your center?
Well, if we start with the modern medicine, a medical doctor is always on staff. We have a chiropractor, we have acupuncturist, we have a nutritionist, and psychiatrist. I practice psychotherapy myself, and that would be kind of the bridging point of the medical and the spiritual, the way I see it. And then on the spiritual or creativity part of it, we have yoga, we have Ayurvedic medicine, and we have breathing, meditation, plus sound therapy, which is an amazing way of healing through vibration. A lot of the energies that are moved in our body act very well through vibration, and sound therapy is a way to move a lot of stagnant energy in the body, and I found that really amazing. We do that through some classes that we have. We have many play shops, workshops, seminars that bring different modalities into life at one time or another. We have bridged the sound therapy with movement, which has created some sort of a dance feeling, which is very meditative, and that has been very successful in our center as well.
Excellent. So how could I find your center? How can I connect with you?
First of all, wheelofwellbeing.com has all of the information that we just discussed. We would be glad to talk to anyone who calls us at 310-477-8833, and we would be glad to set up initial consultation at no charge for a half an hour, just to explain what we do and to see where a person is. And we are located in the heart of Westwood, very close to UCLA Medical Center. We are at 1575 Westwood Boulevard, suite number 205 in Los Angeles, and it is 90024. And that's where our friends can find us.
Yeah, so you said that was 310-477-8833 if they wanted to. And how could they email you?
I can provide our listeners with my direct email address. It's Daniel Sadig, DANIEL SADIGH, all one word, at yahoo.com.
Okay.
And also they can connect with the center at the address is willowwellbeing.com.
Okay, excellent. We're going to take another break here, and when we come back, we're going to talk about our whole life matrix, and again, talking about sales and prospecting, and you want to stay tuned for that because we're always interested in making more sales.
Imagine Possibilities Unlimited. Well, they're here, and they want to help your business. Possibilities Unlimited offers the best business consulting and coaching that provides incredible results. Ralph White and his team of experts bring a variety of experience and expertise to your business. Discover how their whole life matrix can positively affect your personal and business life. Focusing on key challenges, they'll devise a customized plan and give you the support you need every step of the way until you achieve your intended results. Call Possibilities Unlimited today at 310-372-8538. That's 310-372-8538. No business is too big or too small. Possibilities Unlimited can help them all. Call now at 310-372-8538 or visit consulting2win.com. That's consulting2win.com.
Do you own your own business? What would happen if your computer system crashed? Would you be able to recover in a reasonable amount of time? Left Brain Tech's computer services caters to business owners who want reliable computer systems that work and are backed up in case of emergency. For your entire computer needs, call 888-239-2216 or visit leftbraintex.com. IT solutions done right with Left Brain Techs. That's 888-239-2216 or leftbraintex.com.
Whether your business is in products or services, one thing you need to be successful is sales. And now you can take the mystery out of selling and discover how to consistently produce top sales results with Possibilities Unlimited 8-week Sales to Win course. The Sales to Win course can be attended by anyone from anywhere because it's given by conference call. You'll be taught by top sales and marketing experts all about the sales process, and you'll be given top techniques and tips. It's all simply broken down for you and presented in a stress-free environment. But the best thing is, it's so affordable. It's money well spent because you'll make even more money back with your increased sales. Don't wait. Enroll in the Sales to Win course for yourself and your sales staff right now. You won't want to miss this opportunity to raise your bottom line. Call 310-372-8538. That's 310-372-8538.
HealthyLife.net, the positive radio network.
Welcome back. We're here now with Mary Mullenhoff and Ralph White with Consulting to Win Radio. And our guest today is Dr. Daniel Sadik from the Wheel of Wellbeing. And in this segment, we're doing our whole life matrix. And if you want to check out the matrix on our website, which is www.consultingtowin.com/matrix. And the matrix is a picture of our model of what we coach from. And we've taken the 4 elements of life, which we look at, which is financial viability, relationships, health and well-being, and personal awareness, and we've surrounded them with time. And our coaching model is that nothing happens that isn't put in time, so that time is an element that's always present when you're doing something. So no doing takes place without time. and that your calendar is a picture of the results that you're going to have in the future. So everything that we coach our clients in is based on, where is it going to show up in your calendar? Where, if you're going to have that result, it's going to have to show up in your calendar somewhere. And this portion of our program is going to be about looking at qualifying prospects and opportunities and generating more sales, because we're focusing on growing your business and growing profits in your business. So, Mary, I'm interested in, where do prospects come from? How do we generate more prospects?
Well, I think the first thing we need to do in generating prospects is to have a plan in place. So you should have a, marketing and sales plan that says, here's who they are, what they look like. What does your prospect look like? Then once you know what that perfect prospect looks like, then you know where to look.
Well, if you say that here's what they look like, that means there must be some people that are not prospects.
Exactly. So, obviously, if you're an optometrist, you want people who have eye problems.
Okay. Okay.
If you're Daniel Sadiq, you probably want people who need, the whole life matrix, because they have issues in every aspect of that. If you're a big accounting firm, you probably want people with financial problems.
Okay.
So the point is, first you need to identify who those are, and also find the ones that can afford your business, obviously, and that need it. So I think once you've come up with this marketing plan that says, here's what my people look like, and here's how we're going to go after them, and here's the value they're going to see in the service, then I think you then find the places those kinds of people reside.
Yeah, you said something there that I think is absolutely critical. The people that can afford your product or service. I think we spend way too much time trying to sell something to someone who cannot afford your service or doesn't have the ability to buy. And we try to make a sale to someone who's telling you, no, I don't want it, which is really covering up the fact, no, I can't afford it.
Right.
And we keep thinking, well, if I paint it red, or I turn it upside down, or if I stand on my head, or if I wave my arms in the air, somehow this person will buy it. And the reality is they can't afford to buy it. And we need to recognize that we've got to identify our target market. We've got to identify a qualified prospect. That's someone with the desire, someone with the ability to make the decision, and someone with the ability to buy, the money to buy.
Right. And also, in some cases, it's, let's say your product is really ideal for a particular segment, market segment, then you just want to go after those people. So, does it appeal to individuals? Does it appeal to companies? Does it appeal to small companies? Does it appeal to Fortune 500 companies? Because even if you sell this great service and you're a small business to a Fortune 500 company, they're going to be like, well, are you really qualified to take care of all of my needs?
Right.
And then the reverse, you're a small company and a big giant organization comes over and says, we could do that for you. And they're like, well, but I'm a little guy and I don't know if I can really afford all of your services. So you have to look at the market, the really everybody who potentially can buy your services. So, depending on your price points, depending on, I would say one of the things that you want to do is look at from the client base you have now, who are the best clients you have, not just the individuals, but the types of businesses. Based on that, then you would say, okay, let's look for more of these guys. So, say you're, when I worked in accounting, they would do IPO conferences, because anybody doing an IPO or thinking about doing an IPO or dreaming of doing an IPO is going to need financial support.
Right.
So that's a natural place to do it. So hosting conferences and webinars and podcasts and things like that for your target audience, and just pushing the information out there and drawing them in gets you an audience with a group of people who are probably likely to be able to afford your services, and that's one way to prospect.
Right. And I think that people don't tend to spend enough time identifying their target market.
Right.
And if you would put more effort into that, and then, like you said, identifying where that target market is, if it's more effort up front will produce more results on the tail end. In the sales process, if you're spending more time qualifying, identifying and qualifying your target market and qualifying people up front, by the time you get to the point where you ask for the sale, it's almost going to be a given that you've got the sale. If so it's not the effort at the end, it's more effort up front.
And also timing is important, because let's say you do a great job of marketing, but you're not out there actively prospecting, and then the marketing has drawn people in who are looking for somebody like you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, odds are they're talking to 5 to 10 other people like you.
Right.
So if you're out there proactively looking for them, and you catch them at a time right before maybe they even recognize they need somebody like you have an opportunity to really, qualify yourself to them.
Right.
Show them that you might be the right one, and then odds are, I remember, in many instances when I've had sales opportunities, having a conversation with somebody about something that's happening out there in the marketplace has led them to realize, oh my God, we need to do this.
Right.
And so the opportunity occurred. And you want to be in that position versus I'm going to go out and find a new accounting firm or a new consultant or a new coach, and I'm going to Google how many there are out there, and then I'm going to talk to 15 of them, and then I'm going to spreadsheet them. And, that's the situation you're in. Your odds are not that great that you're going to get it, because they're going to go to the low price bidder, unless that happens to be you.
You don't want to be in that type of a challenge, in that type of a market evaluation.
Right. You become more of a commodity,
right.
And then your value decreases. So
right.
the key to prospecting and qualifying really is timing. Not just that they need your services now, but maybe you hit them a little bit before they really need it, so that you're in the forefront.
Right.
You're the first person, company, business that they call to ask for the deal.
Yeah. I'll give you an example of that. A gentleman we work with is in the business of selling practices, professional practices. And we looked at it with him and determined that we like to look at the decision process. And when we evaluated the decision process, we looked at that when someone has a practice and they're going, what happens? What's the first thing that happens when you have a business and you start to thinking about selling it? Well, you look at how much is it worth. And in that process, he decided to start working with people and doing evaluations of practices. So he went back and started offering that kind of service, so he could help people evaluate the practice before they get to deciding who they're going to help them sell it.
Right. And so he's already got his foot in the door.
Exactly.
And hopefully the first person, and maybe the only person that they go to, because oftentimes, they'll only go with somebody they already have a relationship with.
Exactly.
And then had none existed before, then that's when they go to the whole, let's Google everybody in the world and,
right.
Go to them all and see who has the best price.
Exactly. Okay, so we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about managing stress. So stay tuned.
Imagine Possibilities Unlimited. Well, they're here, and they want to help your business. Possibilities Unlimited offers the best business consulting and coaching that provides incredible results. Ralph White and his team of experts bring a variety of experience and expertise to your business. Discover how their whole life matrix can positively affect your personal and business life. Focusing on key challenges, they'll devise a customized plan and give you the support you need every step of the way until you achieve your intended results. Call Possibilities Unlimited today at 310-372-8538. That's 310-372-8538. No business is too big or too small. Possibilities Unlimited can help them all. Call now at 310-372-8538 or visit consulting2win.com. That's consulting2win.com.
Do you own your own business? What would happen if your computer system crashed? Would you be able to recover in a reasonable amount of time? Left Brain Tech's computer services caters to business owners who want reliable computer systems that work and are backed up in case of emergency. For your entire computer needs, call 888-239-2216 or visit leftbraintechs.com. IT solutions done right with Left Brain Techs. That's 888-239-2216 or leftbraintechs.com.
Oh man, it never fails. My suitcase just got ripped apart.
Life is a journey. Make it a pleasant one. Use Samsonite. You know the name. For almost a century, Samsonite Luggage has proved itself to be the worldwide leader in innovative travel solutions. Let it be yours. Visit HealthyLife.net's affiliate Samsonite on our homepage and click to look at the fine luggage from suitcases to golf travel bags. And don't forget, take a look at their travel accessories. Make life a journey, a pleasant one, with Samsonite.
Whether your business is in products or services, one thing you need to be successful is sales. And now you can take the mystery out of selling and discover how to consistently produce top sales results with Possibilities Unlimited 8-week Sales to Win course. The Sales to Win course can be attended by anyone from anywhere because it's given by conference call. You'll be taught by top sales and marketing experts all about the sales process, and you'll be given top techniques and tips. It's all simply broken down for you and presented in a stress-free environment. But the best thing is, it's so affordable. It's money well spent because you'll make even more money back with your increased sales. Don't wait. Enroll in the Sales to Win course for yourself and your sales staff right now. You won't want to miss this opportunity to raise your bottom line. Call 310-372-8538. That's 310-372-8538.
HealthyLife.net, the positive radio network.
Welcome back. This is Ralph White here with Mary Mullenhoff, and our guest today is Dr. Daniel Siddiq. And I just wanted to mention, if you want more information about sales, you definitely want to check up on our Sales to Win course, which starts on October 21st, because there's lots of valuable information on that course, and you can check it out on our website at www.consultingtowin.com. And it's got 8 sessions of very valuable information and coaching and training on sales. So if you want to increase your sales by 20 to 30%, you need to be in that course. It's not optional. Please go and sign up, and you can talk to Mary and myself on the phone, from your office, and get plenty of coaching on how to increase your sales. So, all right. So in this session, we're going to go back to the conversation about stress. So with Dr. Daniel and Mary, I'm really interested in managing stress. So Mary, how Dr. Daniel talked a little bit about earlier, but I'm interested in how do I know I'm stressed?
Well, let me back up a little bit and tell you that I wrote the blog about managing stress for on the Consulting to website after I read the Wheel of Wellbeing's website.
I see.
I was reading it to do homework for today, and then I thought, you know what? I just went through, let's say, of my 20 clients that I have, at least half of them had all of these stress symptoms that I realized we need help. We definitely needed Dr. Siddiq to be on the show today because I think, there's a lot of really good stuff that he offers. And all those, when I started doing the research on this, I realized, oh my God, all of these things, especially that issue about not sleeping and these, tension headaches and all the physical. I had one client who said to me, oh, I can't meet with you today because one side of my face is completely enlarged, like it had just swollen up, and her blood pressure shot up, and it was just all, she went to the doctor, there wasn't any other real reason for it. It was just stress. So, and going through that, I realized that there's this need for this focus on well-being, in our world right now, and especially in a lot of the people that we're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. So one of the things that I wanted to get Dr. Siddiq to talk to us about in furthering our discussion about the managing stress with the employees is, I look at some of my clients who have a great number of employees, and they're dealing with so much stress themselves, the employer, that I think the employees are having maybe some challenges in just connecting. And so I'm wondering if Dr. Siddiq would offer some advice to the employers about what they can personally do, in addition to calling the Wheel of Wellbeing and having Dr. Siddiq involved. I wonder if there's something that he could offer up to them that are some tips that they could use to just sort of, get things under control.
Well, I believe you're discussing a really important aspect of what's going on right now with stress. Stress right now is the number one killing force in the United States. A lot of the health issues, cancer, heart problems, a lot of really hard facts of health situations come from stress. And yes, absolutely, the employers feel the same way that the employees do when the pressures are so much. And their stress will affect their work, and their employees will feel that. The things that I can just talk about a little bit is about balancing, about finding the balance of in one's life, which includes paying attention, first of all, to relationships in the original family before they come to the workforce. A lot of original family situations play out in the workforce. That's the first place that I would look at. Second is nutritional values, how they're taking care of their body physically, through exercising, through meditation, through breathing, through getting regular massages, really dealing with the tension and the stress that is present in their bodies. That is a very helpful tool for anyone to attend to. And these are simple stuff, but at the same time, many times they're not attended to. Many times we think that tomorrow I'm going to be doing this, or I'm beyond this. And this is what happens for everyone, including the employers. So for them to be a good role model and to lead their operations in a way that everyone is following through the system, they need to attend to their own well-being first.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that when you were talking earlier about how sometimes the employers, or the employees, excuse me, don't show up to work and don't respond, and so I've noticed at times the employer says, okay, I'll pick up the slack. And so that's why I think what you're saying is really critical, because you want them to find a solution for this as opposed to make the problem even worse.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. This is what healthcare is right now. You see, we are looking to a new healthcare system, which is not going to happen unless we change behavior. What we are proposing in this center, in Wheel of Wellbeing, as a philosophy that I'm pursuing in my life and promote it, is finding this health and well-being not in treatment of sickness or diseases, in preventing and in maintenance of a good habit. So prevention is the first thing to work against stress. And if I have one answer for you how to deal with stress, prevent it.
Thank you.
All right, so Dr. Daniel Sadiq, I want to thank you very, very much for being on our show today. It's been an absolute pleasure. I think you've given us some very valuable information, and I'm very thankful that that you've taken the time out of your busy schedule. I know that you've got a lot of things on your plate right now, and since I coach you, I know that to be an absolute fact. So get back to those projects that you're on immediately, and I will talk to you next week, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
And let me thank you for having this opportunity and all the great work that you are doing.
All right. You take care.
Thank you.
We're going to take a break now.
Bring your company's website's visual presence to a new level with customized, cutting-edge site solutions. LandauDesign.com can maximize the productivity of your website. They'll analyze everything you have and then creatively design a customized plan for your website that includes search engine optimization, online marketing, easy content management, and measurable results. LandauDesign.com can boost your web presence so that you can draw more customers to your site and keep their attention. so they stay on your site longer. For more information, call 310-374-0670. That's 310-374-0670, or visit online at landaudesign.com. Whether your business is in products or services, one thing you need to be successful is sales. And now you can take the mystery out of selling and discover how to consistently produce top sales results with Possibilities Unlimited 8-week Sales to Win course. The Sales to Win course can be attended by anyone from anywhere because it's given by conference call. You'll be taught by top sales and marketing experts all about the sales process, and you'll be given top techniques and tips. It's all simply broken down for you and presented in a stress-free environment. But the best thing is, it's so affordable. It's money well spent because you'll make even more money back with your increased sales. Don't wait. Enroll in the Sales to Win course for yourself and your sales staff right now. You won't want to miss this opportunity to raise your bottom line. Call 310-372-8538. That's 310-372-8538.
Uplifting Talk. HealthyLife.net.
All right, welcome back. So it's been a very exciting show today, Mary. I've had a great time. How about yourself?
Thank you. This was great. Yeah.
Yes,
I feel less stressed already.
All right, me too. So I want to remind you, check out our website at consultingtowin.com. You can check out our blog, which is right on the front of the website. So we've always got very valuable information on our blog. We're always supporting you with coaching information that's very relevant to growing your business, making a profit. And this week's play of the week is, if you're not currently exercising, put in an exercise program. If you are currently exercising, we want you to increase your exercise program by 30 minutes. So we want to, increase your health and well-being, reduce your stress, and, improve your health so that you can improve the health and well-being of your business. So Consulting to Win Radio is designed to, help you, support you in your business, and set you up to win in your business. So if you're ready to win, contact us and let us support you in coaching. And you can reach us at 310-372-8538, or you can send me an email at ralph@consultingtowin.com. So are you ready to win? Give us a call, and see you next week.